Hi, welcome back to Gains and Games. I'm Adam. I'm here joined with Jacob behind the camera. And today we're going to learn a card game called 8-Card or Golf. The goal of the game is to end with as few points as possible, hence the name Golf. And you use all the cards in the deck, including the jokers. So in order to play golf, you start by placing 8 cards face down in the table in front of you. And you flip over one of the cards. Now, each card is worth points, okay? With a 2 being worth 2 points, a 3 being worth 3 points, the jacks, queens, and kings all being worth 10, and jokers being worth -2. Now, a pair that is faced across from each other is worth 0 points. Okay, so on your turn, you will do one of 3 things. You can either flip one of your face down cards up, you can draw from the draw pile, or you can draw from the discard pile. If you draw from the discard pile, you have to replace one of your 8 cards. It's the only way to do it. So in this case, I'll put the joker there and discard the queen that I had face down. Now, if you draw from the draw pile, you draw, and since this is a queen and I don't have any other queens showing, I'm going to choose to discard it. Because when you draw from the draw pile, you can either choose to replace one of your 8 cards, or you can choose to discard it. Now, when one player has flipped over all their last face down card, the game ends, and that gives one person, that gives everybody playing, typically 2 to 4 people, one more turn to either replace one of the cards that they have or flip over their remaining card. When the turn order gets back to the person who flipped over all of their 8 first, the game ends, and you tally up your points. So, since this game is now over, I'll add up my score. Aces across from each other is 0. Jokers across from each other is 0 as well. Now, if the jokers had been separate from each other, they would have been -2 on their own. But since they were like this, they're only equal to 0. So we have 0, 0, a 10 and a 2 is 12, and a 6 and a 5 is 11. So that is a total of 23 points, which is not as good as I could have tried to get it in a real game. All right, so we're going to give you guys a little demo game. Pardon my reach here. Just to show you how the game is played. We flip over our 1 card to start. And Jacob, if you'd be so kind as to go first.
Okay, I'll flip over another card.
All right. Off to a great start here.
Always.
With, wow, man, a lot of face cards.
The 1 and 8.
Can't blame you. That's terrible.
We'll take a king.
Oh, heck yeah. We're gonna get rid of this queen for a 2. Bury that 4.
Perfect.
Magnificent. Okay. A guaranteed one, huh? I don't know what's there, but I'm at 11. Alright, and
Flip
since
over the final card.
since I didn't get another turn, it's a 5. Wow. Okay. Alright, so let's see.
If my math's correct, I'm at 13.
If your math, what the heck? Alright. Well, if my math is correct, I'm at a 0, 17.
17.
So, good job, Jacob.
Thank you. I mean, I just learned from you.
Alright, I'm gonna give you guys another little game. I'm gonna talk some strategy this time. Try to up the play a little bit.
So, your turn.
Alright, that's gross. Oh, that's awesome.
That's very good.
Hmm. Oof. So while you're playing, one of the things, well, that's terrible. One of the things to kind of pay attention to and watch for is what your opponent has showing. Because for instance, if your opponent discards a card that you want, then you want to obviously take that card from the discard once they discard it. In the same vein, you also want to pay attention to if this card that you draw or this card that you replace is one of the ones that they'll be looking for. So for instance, right now I see that Jacob's looking for an ace, a 5, and a 2. That way he can get as many zeros as possible and end with the lowest score. So sometimes it's better to take a low card away. That way you prevent your opponent from completing their pair. No.
Random placement would have been pretty nice though.
Man, that's the only 8 in the deck. No, I don't want to end with a 10 at least. Oh,
Don't want that either. But I will take that.
alright. Let's see what we. Well, this face down card can't be higher than 10.
No.
So.
Might as well take that
We're
risk.
just gonna see what it is. Alright.
That's pretty good.
Thanks for joining us here at Gains and Games. This has been Golf or 8 Card. If you have any recommendations for what you want to see us play next or give tutorials on, please leave a comment down in the comments below and we will see what we can do. Thanks.